Hello everyone and welcome to Informed by Tarot. My name is Jessie G, and in this reading I will do an intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. This will be a general reading for all zodiac signs. Remember that this reading might not resonate with all of you. Take what applies, don't overthink what doesn't. If you do want a personalized reading, you can always visit my website, informedbytarot.com, where you can either schedule a Zoom session with me or get one of the pre-recorded readings, and the pre-recorded readings are currently on sale all the way through November 30th. If you use a coupon code on the website, the coupon code is in the description box below. You will get 20% off of all of the pre-recorded readings available. And if you look on the website, some of these readings address your specific questions. Some of the readings are designed to see what your 2023 might look like. So there's different variety of readings that you can pick from. Okay, guys, if you haven't liked the video or subscribed as of yet, please do so. Don't forget to do it. It's super important for YouTube and how it uses its algorithm. And let's begin, guys. Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome to Informed by Tarot. This is your energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. Let's see, what does Capricorn need to know for the upcoming week? So this will be the energies that surround you during this time frame. Where are you currently? Your subconscious thoughts and subconscious beliefs that make you act the way that you act, current obstacles, current supports, possible outcome for this week, and the overall energy. Ooh, for the overall theme or energy of this week, you got the Nine of Cups. Beautiful energy. You will be emotionally satisfied. You will be emotionally stable throughout this week, or for some of you, you might be looking for that emotional stability in something. And for many of you, you will be able to realize some of your inner desires during this week, whether you're going to accomplish like a big project that you've been working on, or maybe you'll start a new hobby, I don't know, or you'll just hang out with a bunch of friends who will remind you what it really feels like to be emotionally satisfied in a company of other people. So whichever way, obviously it's going to be different for a lot of you. However, during this week, you will be able to find some kind of emotional stability. Let's flip this cups over. Ooh, overall, very good energy. So currently you are in this Two of Pentacles energy. You might feel like you're being a little rushed to do certain things. You might feel like there's a lot going on in your life right now. Like there's a lot of things to do, and like you have to figure out which ones are the priorities that you have to do first, but it seems like everything is a priority. So for many of you, you're doing like a lot of juggling during this time frame, which is not a bad thing, because it seems like you're accomplishing whatever is it that you're doing, and the pace is pretty intense for you. Definitely some fast pace happening in your life. You're under the underpinning of everything that you do. The subconscious energy that drives you is being represented by the Wheel of Fortune card. So it almost seems like you were finished up some kind of a cycle, or in the process of finishing up a cycle, and you're in a process of starting up a whole new cycle in your life. That's why maybe finally the emotional stability is coming to a forefront for you, because you're finally realizing that you've done so much, you've accomplished so much, you do so much. Now you need to pay a little bit more attention to that inner well-being, that emotional space that usually gets so neglected when life is happening. Like, you know, you gotta pay the bills, you have to pick up kids from school, like, you have to do this and you have to do that. Like, who, you know, like, there's just no space to stop and think about, what is it that makes me happy again? What is it that, like, what I want to do, and what is it that like makes me happy that I need to be doing? So it seems like that new cycle is gonna give you an opportunity to reevaluate things in your life. And maybe that's why this Two of Pentacles card is here, because it is a card of those priorities. And maybe even if everything seems a priority, at least you are on a path to figure out what is it that's like the most important thing for you. The obstacle that you're having right now during this week is definitely that sense of insecurity, where like you might feel like you don't have enough time to get everything done. Like, how is it that I'm actually gonna get it done? Like, I need to do so much, but oh my God, like, how am I gonna get it done? I don't have enough energy, I don't have enough resources, I just can't do it. Like, I'm only one person. So you could have these thoughts in your head that might kind of like fuel that insecurity within you, like remind you that we are only people in the end of the day, and there's only this much that we can actually get done within a time frame. Very realistic feelings, like very real feelings indeed. You do have a lot going on, and it's really normal to feel like almost like that little bit of a sense of overwhelm. And I feel like for many of you guys, you're gonna get into that stage of like being on a cusp of like doing too much and getting it done, and like 3 steps from there is like overwhelm is just sitting there and looking at you like, come on. I'm ready for you. I'm ready to give you a hell lot of an anxiety. You do have a Page of Cups on your side, which is your strength, which is your resource, which is your support system during this time frame. And the Page of Cups is this really beautiful energy of like being able to rely on people around you, like being able to speak to a close friend about like however you're feeling, being able to kind of check in with that like emotional state that usually gets neglected, as I was saying. Like being able to like really kind of revert into yourself a little bit and daydream about what is it that you want, what is it that you need, and that will really clear out a lot of confusion for you, because you are in this new cycle of trying to figure out what is it that makes you happy. So by kind of, you know, daydreaming a little bit and kind of speaking it out with your friends will help you hash out an exact idea of what is it that you want to do to keep yourself happy. What is it that you need for that emotional stability and emotional satisfaction in your life? Let's see the possible outcome for this week. Page of Wands. I love it. So you're going from thinking into acting. So this week you will finally be able to take an action and start exploring certain things that are making you happy. You might be able to start a new hobby. You might be able to what's the word, like restart an old hobby, start working like on the old projects that you've kind of neglected due to the how hectic the life has been. And you might, you might, since I mentioned friends, you might rekindle some really great connections with the people who you've, historically made you happy, historically were there for you. And, or you might meet some new people as well who gonna make you happy and who gonna help you, maybe start on a new venture. Like maybe you'll meet a bunch of people and they're into some specific hobby, like cycling, I don't know, whatever it is, running, walking in the mornings, and you might, you know, enjoy their company, and that might remind you that, you know, wait a second, let me try something. Let me try some things that I can do for me that can make me happy. So definitely your happiness is in the forefront for this week. Your emotional stability is on the forefront of this week. And I see you really exploring yourself very deeply and taking this opportunity and figuring out what is it that makes Capricorn happy and what is it that Capricorn has to start doing in order to achieve that happiness. And I see you making those first steps towards that direction. Very beautiful week, my friend. I hope this reading has helped and resonated with you. You can always visit my website, informedbytarot.com, to book a reading if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, please like the video and click subscribe, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. Let's see, what does my Aquarius need to know? Okay, so let's see, where is Aquarius currently, energetically? Some conscious thoughts, drives that make you do and act in the way that you do, your current obstacle, your strength and your support system. Possible outcome for this week, and let's see, the overall feel, the overall theme for this week is the Nine of Swords. So my friend, you've been having a lot of thinking that you've been doing, and a lot of this overthinking is really causing a lot of anxiety in your life. There's for some of you, you might feel like the world around you just doesn't match your expectations. Like, the world around you is not as beautiful as you want it to be. The world around you is like very disappointing, and a lot of those kind of thoughts could be really weighting you down. And these thoughts can be based on like something that your friends, family, loved one did, where you just see the disappointment in this humanity of ours because of somebody else's actions. For some of you, you might be feeling a little sick as well. Like, this is not a health reading in any way, but for some of you, you just might be feeling like overwhelmed and stressed out, and like your body's like physically giving up on you because of all this anxiety that you've been dealing with. Very heavy energy. Let's see what the cards say. Ooh. Yeah, very heavy energy here. And look at this. You're currently in this like Five of Cups mental state where you only see the unfortunate in life. You only see the loss. You only see all of the things that make this world a horrible place. You just cannot see anything good in your life at this time frame. For many of you, you might be very disappointed in your loved ones. As I said before, like I feel it very strongly for many of you. You might be disappointed in even yourself to a certain degree. You might have like this a self-pity attitude, like where you understand that you might not be where you want to be, and you just might not see any way out of getting out of this energy because you're just not feeling like you're good enough for this world at all. Tough energy for sure. And you know, this Five of Cups energy is always kind of this energy of tunnel vision, where you only concentrate on one aspect of life and you just kind of get stuck in it, and you can't let your mind ease off. Like, even though this guy has two full cups right here, a beautiful lemon tree right here, all he sees is some cups that were spilled over and no longer his. You know, like, he's not seeing the beautiful sunrise, he's not seeing the full cups, he's not seeing this fruit, you know, tree that's full of wonderful ripe fruit, he's only seeing like whatever's in front of him. So definitely for many of you, you could be in that state of looping the same thought in your head over and over again until like it really drives you insane. Your subconscious is a Seven of Cups card, which tells me that you really kind of want to understand the purpose of this world. This is like fun, like really those like philosophical questions are coming up for many of you, where you're just trying to understand, oh, what is it that I've been put on this planet for? What is it that's the right thing to do? What is it that's the wrong thing to do? What is it that's being given to me? And what is it that I should be taking or giving back? Like really like big fundamental questions. And this could be because, as I said before, like you're very overworked and you've just been giving too much, like way too much into a situation, way too much into some kind of activity, way too much into your work possibly. And that is just like you're sitting there and saying, really, like this is what life is all about? Like, come on. There has to be more to it, and there definitely is. However, you're not exactly seeing it at this moment, or at least a lot of you are probably not seeing it at this moment. And your obstacle is like you're reverting into yourself. You're not talking it out with anybody. You're not vocalizing your needs. You're not really standing your ground. What you're doing is just you're kind of withdrawing into yourself. Even if you're, for a lot of you, even if you're having an argument, you're not having an argument about the issue. You're just having an argument about something else because you're just so fed up. Or you just withdraw and not even speak up your own truth. Like you're just not saying how you feel, and you're not expressing what is it that you need out of the people around you, which again adds to that anxiety, again adds to this Five of Cups situation, because you're not seeing people around you as somebody who's supporting you, somebody who is here with the best intentions for you. However, your family is your strength. You know, the Six of Cups card is in your strength and your resources sector. Your family is there for you. Your friends are there for you. There are many happy memories that you have in your life, and you really should rely on that to get you out of this funk. Just think about all the happy places, happy things that happen to you. Obviously, it's easier said than done. Yeah, just think happy thoughts. When you're feeling like this, it's a little unrealistic. However, you could utilize the people in your life to talk it out, talk it through. Especially, you know, Six of Cups is that card of the past, so those would be not the newest people that you just met last week. Those are people who've been in your life for a long time. So your family, your cousins, your close friends, even close co-workers, people that you've known for a while who know you will be able to provide that support that you really need during this time by listening to you, by giving you the good advice, and also reminding you of all the beautiful things that you have in your life. Let's see the positive outcome. I am so sorry about this interruption, and of course, as soon as I flipped the card over and it was the Death card, I got interrupted. And I don't believe in coincidences. There is definitely an end to a certain cycle in your life. Since you are seeking this emotional stability and emotional satisfaction, you will finally be able to get rid of things that are keeping you away from attaining your happiness and your joy and your realization of your own desires. I absolutely love this week for you. It is not often that we get this huge opportunity to look at our life from a very different perspective, analyze it from a different perspective, and figure out how we can make our life significantly better in order to eliminate anxiety and find happiness and joy within where we are. in life. I hope you have a wonderful week, my friend, and I hope this reading helped you. Click subscribe and like the video if you haven't done so as of yet, and I will see you again soon. Hello, my dear Pisces. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. Let's see what this Pisces needs to know. So let's see, where are you currently energetically? The subconscious drives that make you act and do things in the way that you do without even realizing it. Possible obstacle for this time frame, your support system and your foundation, your resources, possible outcome. And all of this has to do with judgment. So judgment has a very interesting energy about it. It's all about renewal, becoming a brand new person, like rebirth of some kind. Upon reflecting on how your life is going, you are going to be able to get reborn from it. What I mean by this, I know it might sound a little complicated or confusing. When you are reflecting on your life, you are able to really kind of get those little glimpses of wisdom. Like you might sit there and reflect on what has happened this past weekend, for example, and then all of a sudden you'll get this little epiphany, like, oh, wait a second, this person is that in my life? This person treats me this way? Wait a second. Do I need this person in my life, or do I gotta let them go? So you'll have like these moments of epiphany, or you might spend some time with your family and realize, wait a second, like I really love spending time with my family. Like what am I doing with my life? Why am I not prioritizing my family? So kind of by reflecting on your life, you'll be able to understand like the little beautiful moments or the hard moments that come across, and you'll be able to grow from it and heal from it by either integrating more of that into your life or letting that go out of your life. And look at this, we got the Hermit, Six of Wands, Page of Wands, and Four of Pentacles. Exactly what I was feeling right away, and exactly when I saw the Judgment card, like how it came to me. Like right now you are in this Hermit energy where you're just kind of going within, evaluating, reevaluating, trying to figure out like, where am I? Where is Pisces in their life right now? You're giving yourself these big questions, and you might not even fully realize that you're doing it, but you are being driven subconsciously to kind of like evaluate things around you to make sure that you are leading your life in the best possible way. Not that only makes you happy, but also makes people around you happy. And that's why for some of you, you might, even if you're not going to sit there and ponder on it, like meditate on it for like hours, the little glimpses of consciousness, I don't know a better word to use. Consciousness is the word that comes to mind. Like those little glimpses of realization of what is going on. Like the little glimpses of epiphany are just gonna start coming up for you this week. So pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your mental evaluations of different situations, because it will kind of give you clarity of what you need to keep in your life and what you need to let go in order to live in that success vibe that you deserve to live in. The obstacle for you right now is being represented by the Page of Wands. It's kind of that like a bit of impatient energy, kind of like also false flattery, if that makes sense. That kind of also indicates that to me, and being overly excited. So sorry, I'm taking a pause. I'm just trying to articulate this in words that would make sense. So if not letting yourself process information will definitely hinder your process. Like if you notice something that you don't like, and if you just kind of start talking about it right away with people around you, you might realize upon this conversation that you truly don't really care about this specific piece. What you care about is something completely different. And the universe is telling you, like, this is your kind of like obstacle this week. If you see something that you don't like, you might want to cut it out right away. Instead, just sit on it and try to evaluate. Get into that more of that hermit energy. Like, truly think it through and understand whether whatever bothers you or stands out to you, whether it's truly an inconvenience or truly something that's detrimental to your life. And I mentioned flattery as well. You might also hear people in your life give you false compliments. Having like those fake friends, like those people who kind of show up when you have things. All of a sudden, you buy a brand new car, all of a sudden this person is around that you haven't seen in like 8 months. All of a sudden they're your best friend again. Or, I don't know, you get like some fancy membership to a club and whatnot, and all of a sudden people want to hang out with you. Or it could be like literal compliments where people would just like you look obnoxious in a certain piece of clothing, but somebody just keeps on like complimenting how flattering it is for you, or how nice it looks on you. I don't know, something that's like not genuine. You're gonna see it. You're gonna pick it up. You will also want to act on it super fast. Don't do it. The universe is telling you strength right now is this ability, the Four of Pentacles energy, this ability to discern what to give and what not to give. And right now, it's all about conserving that energy and putting this inward instead of outward, if that makes sense. So, the Four of Pentacles is also a card of being able to determine who your untrue friends are. So through not speaking up too fast, through being more of an observer, you'll be able to discern much more clear who your true friends are and who are the fake people in your life. And then you're gonna be able to cut them out based on your pondering on this, on your discernment. That's the word I keep getting, discernment that blocks my thoughts. Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. Like, I feel like you are in this confused energy and I'm not sure what to do. There you go. Two of Swords. Crazy. So I just said confusion. You might experience a certain level of confusion this week because you might, as you're reflecting on your life, as you're kind of reflecting on your friends, your associates, everyone around you, it might be really confusing to you to accept the fact that some people are being fake to your face, or some people are just not good for your process. Somebody who is always talking you out of doing something productive for yourself, somebody who's giving you false compliments when you know those compliments are not true. But you might feel really guilty about cutting them all out of your life, or cutting them off, or like making that difficult choice of walking away from that relationship for whatever reason. Like if it's your cousin for 30 years and you've been close, and then you're realizing, wait a second, my cousin is only using me for whatever, it might be hard to just A, accept the fact that you haven't seen it before, and B, to walk away from it when there's like a whole family attached to it. So my dear Pisces, whatever you're going to do, you will have an opportunity, a really great opportunity to examine your life, to examine people in your life this week, and you will be able to really figure out who are on your team and who are not on your team, which is really, you know, important. Having those epiphany moments is so life-changing so often. I'm wishing you the best. Hope this reading helped. Please like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful week, my friend. There's a lot of good that's going to come out of this. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. What does Aries need to know? Okay. Where are you now energetically? Your subconscious drives, thoughts, just subconscious mind, your obstacles during this time frame, your strength, your supports, possible outcome, and overall theme is the Knight of Wands. How cool. So you're definitely going to want to get out of your comfort zone, my dear Aries, and you're going to want to go and explore life to its fullest potential. And I like this Knight of Wands energy a whole lot, because it kind of makes me think of who you are as an Aries and how you're always on the move, always on the go, always wanting to do new things, adventurous things, starting something exciting, just having that I got it all, I can do it all attitude. And you will feel it this week for sure. You will feel that fire in your belly, and you will feel this desire to get some things done, get some things cleared out, get some things going here. Cool vibes. I love the Aries vibes. So you're currently in this Queen of Cups energy, and it makes me feel like you're giving a lot to the people around you. So you want action, you want adventure, you want excitement in your life. Meanwhile, it seems like a lot of you are just tied down by responsibility, tied down by people around you, tied down by having to give a lot of your emotional and maybe even physical, and just like those energies like away to somebody else. Like you're being a crazy giver during this time frame. You've been giving a lot. You are giving a lot. And a lot of people seek comfort in you because they love you, they look up to you. They also understand how kind and pleasant, loyal and compassionate you are. So they gravitate to you for those things, and usually you're really willing to give. You're really willing to, support people around you. You got a lot going on for yourself, and you don't mind sharing your passions with people around you, also giving them the support and like whatever assistance they need in order to progress in their own lives. However, you're tired. Deep down inside, you got that Four of Swords energy. You are tired. You need rest, and you feel like you are losing that sense of stability within yourself. And that's why you probably seek an excitement on the outsides, because you feel like you've been giving so much and you're not given enough back. I definitely feel that for a lot of you. And you will notice it this week. You will notice how when the friend calls to ask for advice yet again for the 25 millionth time, you're going to feel like, I don't know. Maybe I just want to sit on the couch and play on my phone for like a minute. I'll call him back. And you might catch yourself not picking up that phone. Even though your intention is pure, you want to help your friend, you want to be there for them. But like you will realize that like in the moment you kind of want to disassociate. You kind of want to go into yourself. You need to kind of regain your energy, regain your stability, regain, like restore your vibes. And it's real. It's a real concern because you are a giver for many of you. I mean, the Queen of Cups came up here. And there's the obstacle that you have this week, the Five of Cups obstacle. You might be only reflecting on one piece of the whole situation. As in, you might not realize, you know, Five of Cups kind of reminds us that there's duality in this world. There's two sides to every story, and it's your choice to either find the positive in the world or to find the negative in the world. And you are generally a very positive individual who is able to find things that keep you going, things that keep you motivated to stay on track and go forward and push forward and get things done, get this done, get that done. I do not know one Aries who does not have 35 million things going on. You might be an exception. I don't know. I don't know. The Aries energy is just such a passionate, creative, full-on, face-on type of energy. And right now, it almost seems like you're starting to see glimpses of the negativity. You're starting to see that, okay, you know what? I'm done with this person. Like, they called me 75 million times. Like, I'm done. I can't do it. Like, they're being annoying. Even though you don't feel it towards them, you probably love this person and you care for them a lot, or at least enough to constantly be there for them. But like, all of a sudden you will feel like, damn, like they're so annoying. Like, I can't do it. Like, I gotta chill. And that could alienate you. That's, I don't know how to pronounce it. Like, keep you away from people that you actually love, and might even make you not want to engage with people. Definitely real item. However, Ten of Swords is in your strength and in your resource placement for this specific reading. That tells me that it's time to restart, you know, like you are in this place to kind of reevaluate how much you give to you and how much you give to people around you, which is great, because you will finally feel that maybe, you know, Aries has been giving a little too much, picking up that phone a few too many times, going out of their way to help way too many people. And now it's time to get back to who Aries is, the adventure, excitement, and action that Aries wants. It's not a bad thing. Like, I actually love the Ten of Swords in this position. Like, it feels right, you know, because sometimes when you feel that defeat, that's when you start acting, because deep down you're tired. Whether you acknowledge it or not, you are tired. And the outcome for this week is represented by the Page of Swords, which is super, super, super cool. So the new cycle is going to start. Look at this. You got 10 of Swords right here in your strength. And what's the next card? Page of Swords. Growing, getting better, moving forward. New cycle is here. And you have an opportunity to reset your whole energy, to kind of ignite that curiosity within you and start on the new exciting things that make you happy. It could be super small. You know, you could just tell your cousin who called you a million times, you know what, cousin, I'll call you back Sunday next week. See ya. Because we discussed this like 1,000 times. You don't even have to explain yourself. So I'm gonna call you back. Bye. Click. Whatever. You know? And instead, what you can do is like do little things for yourself, like take a bath, I don't know, have a cup of coffee outside, like whatever it is, like whatever makes you happy. It doesn't have to be grand. It could be very simple and very little. Go for a walk, go for a run, go to the gym, start something new, like something little, you know. Pick up a phone and call that friend that you've been meaning to call, because you guys have the best time when you are together. That could also be it. What I love about this week for you is that you will finally realize that somebody or some kind of a situation is draining the heck out of you, and you gotta say no. Like, you gotta cut it out, and you're gonna start a new cycle by getting into this new new way of taking care of yourself, or going back to taking care of yourself. Ignite that fire, my friend. It's definitely here and it wants to come out, and I love it. Really great reading. I hope it helped. Definitely like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. I do feel like you're going to have a good week. A lot of great epiphanies here. Do visit my website if you want an individualized reading. That always helps. And have a super awesome week, my Aries. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. And I already have cards jumping out for you. Let me pick them up. So we're just going to keep them on top as they fell. This is your general energy, like where are you now type of energy. How are you feeling? This is your subconscious energy. Those drives that make you act and react in ways that we can't explain sometimes. This is your obstacle for this week. Your strength, your foundation, your support system. Possible outcome. And let's see the overall theme and overall energy for this week, which is 7 of Pentacles. How awesome is that? You are working hard and you are getting things done. If you recently started on some kind of a project, my dear Taurus, you are definitely, in it. You started it, you're getting at it, you're going at it. Whatever is it that you just started working at, you're definitely working hard at it, and it's starting to develop a certain level of knowledge within you. It's starting to bring out like the hidden energies and makes them known to you. So if this is like a work project that you just started on, you're definitely kind of like realizing, yes, I'm in the early stages of it, but I'm already understanding what I'm doing, and I'm sort of understanding where I'm going. This could even be applicable to a relationship. Like sometimes it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of perseverance in order to rekindle a relationship. And you and your partner, you may have been working in your relationship and you're already like in those early stages. However, you feel progress. So whatever is it that you're doing in your life, it's progressing in a good direction. Even if none of this is applying to you, then you may be just working on yourself and like self-analysis. You may have just started recently to kind of like trying to figure out, okay, I am Taurus, like this is what I like, this is what I do, this is what I would like to do, like this is where I want my life to go. And like kind of like recently you might have like set this plan out, and now you're seeing like how you're progressing on this ladder of progression, or like understanding who you are or understanding where you're going, kind of like seeing how it's really opening up your life. Let's get these cards. My nails are never long enough to flip the cards correctly. Okay, here we are. So great energy here. You are currently in the 6 of Pentacles vibe, which is very understandable because you're trying not to give too much to anyone except like whatever is it that you're working on. And you're trying to make sure that you're getting enough within the situation. If this is a relationship, for some reason I'm getting like crazy relationship vibes here. For some of you, you're truly working on your relationship, on your partnership, on your business partnership, on a project with colleagues. But there's definitely others involved in the situation. For many of you, even if it is that if you're working on yourself, you still could be sitting there and debating, okay, am I giving myself enough? Am I giving myself too little? Am I giving myself too much? So you could also be in that state of mind as well. And the Hierophant energy is the driving force in your subconscious where, like those traditions, the learned experiences that you get from childhood, they kind of override a lot of logic in our actions and our thoughts and our doings. So you might have a certain belief system established in you, like you should not be spending too much time on yourself because that's selfish. It's definitely not selfish if you're trying to improve your health, if you're trying to improve your financial situation, if you're trying to improve your emotional state, because the better you are, the more you can give to people around you. Yet for some reason, our society, like a lot of us were brought up with this thought of, if you spend too much time on yourself, then you're selfish and you don't care about others, which is total BS, totally not true. And that's why you could be in the Six of Pentacles situation where, like, okay, am I giving too much? Am I getting enough? Like, oh, what's going on? Because there is no, how do I say it in a way that makes sense? Like, nobody teaches us what's enough, what's not enough, right? We always have to go with a gut feel. But if the gut feel is not kind of sharpened up for this specific item, then it's hard to gauge. Yeah. So you could be holding yourself back from working harder, learning more, going forward because of these subconscious beliefs that you have from your from your childhood, possibly high school for some of you. The High Priestess is in your obstacle position, which tells me, again, High Priestess is all about that subconscious, those subconscious energies, things that we do not fully understand, things that guide us, things that we tend to trust a lot, because usually intuition, helps us with so many things, and usually it's so great to trust your intuition. However, sometimes like certain beliefs, certain subconscious vibes do not necessarily reflect the reality and do not necessarily reflect what is it that we need. It's almost like in this time frame, your subconscious kind of messes with you a little bit, because your belief system is really being guided by some learned experiences from the past that you believe are to be the right ethical items, and they're not for you anymore. So the strength for you lays in the Ace of Cups energy. What feels right. Like, intuition is funny. Intuition is very different from a feeling. You know what feels right. You know what works for you. You know what doesn't work for you. And I'm glad that you've taken steps in the direction of whatever makes you feel good, whatever feels satisfying, whatever feels like you're accomplishing something. And I'm glad that you're going that way. You have to continue going in that direction. And, people in your life can also help you out and help you understand which way is it that you gotta go. It might take time for you to truly kind of understand what is it that you feel is right, what is it that you don't feel is right. It's like this card, like with all the, it takes a cycle, like it takes a minute for you, to figure it out. However, you will get there with patience and kindness to yourself. You will definitely get there. This Four of Swords is your current state. The need to just slow down and reset is like always a thing, right? So right now, I almost feel like you're taking a pause mentally through whatever is it that you're working through, because the Six of Pentacles energy is just driving you nuts, because you just keep on like looping it in your head. Am I giving enough? Am I giving too much? Am I getting enough? And it just drives you nuts. So I feel like for many of you, you're just kind of putting a stop to it. You're like, okay, let me just take a breather. Let me figure out what this Hierophant energy means to me. Let me figure out what this like subconscious vibes mean to me. Like, let me just take a moment. And you know what? If you have an opportunity to take that moment, do it. Definitely a great week for growth. Great week for exploring yourself. I absolutely love it. You know, like, you got a High Priestess and you got a Hierophant in here. So you are going to change in some way over this week. At least in the way how you see your resources, your energy being given and taken from other people. For sure. So those are all great vibes. I love the possible epiphanies that you're going to have this upcoming week. And I hope this reading helped for you. Obviously, this was a general reading, so it might not resonate with every single one of you. Do go to my website, informedbytarot.com, if you want an individualized reading. Subscribe to the video and click the like button. And have a great week, my friend. Bye. Hello, my dear Gemini. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17 to October 24. Oh my God, I'm like smiling all of a sudden. Giggling. Let's see what the cards bring, because this energy is good. This is some happy energy right here. Your current energies that surround you, or where are you now energetically? Your subconscious drives what make things that make you do things that you do without even realizing, obstacles and supports and resources for this time frame. Possible outcome for this week, and this week has to do with the Knight of Wands. How cool. So the Knight of Wands, I got the same for Aries as well. They're also dealing with this Knight of Wands energy, but I feel it a little different for you. I feel it like you are just kind of closing your eyes and getting ready for a brand new adventure. Like, there is this careless attitude almost, as in like you're finally opening up your heart and opening your mind to new opportunities, and you're just kind of like letting the universe bring you whatever universe hasn't planned for you, and just kind of letting it be. And for those of you who are not in that mind frame, at least maybe that's what you're striving towards, so kind of letting the universe take control and do whatever it is that the universe does best. Look at this. Oh my God, this is crazy. It's so funny the way I say things, and then the cards are saying exactly the same thing. So like, your mind, your subconscious is gonna be so highlighted. You're gonna let this, you know, the High Priestess card is all about like that intuition and those inner voices, the love, the trust that you have for the universe, and just kind of letting it be. And that's exactly what I felt like right now. You're just letting the universe be and kind of guide you through this life, and whatever the outcome is going to be, you're going to be okay with this outcome. So for many of you, you almost like don't care. If I lose my job today, that's fine. Like, I'll have another one tomorrow. If I lose this relationship today, that's fine. I'm going to have another one tomorrow. Like, I'm going to be fine without it. Like, obviously, I mean, it doesn't apply to everybody. For most of us, like, we need a job to pay our bills and to keep the lights on. But for some of you, like, certain things in life, you could just be like totally easygoing about it, totally kind of light about it, totally open to it, which is great energy. You know, doesn't happen frequently for the air signs. Sometimes it does, and this is when it does and it's best. And look at this, your subconscious is all about, oh Jesus Christ, this setup is gonna collapse. It's all about the lovers. It's all about that connectedness to the universe, not necessarily like even connecting with a partner in any way, but it's more of like connecting to the universe and kind of embracing this idea of we are a part of something bigger. Obviously not going to apply to everyone, but for many of you, you might come to this epiphany, or you might kind of come to this understanding, or the subconscious drive is really going to seep in a way, in some kind of way in your life, that you're going to feel it. You're definitely vibing hard this week. And the only kind of obstacle that you might have this week, because you feel really chill, because you feel like nothing can kind of come in your way in a way that would like potentially destroy you, you might be a little bit over courageous, and you might kind of stir up some feathers without a reason. You might say certain things, or might you do some certain things to just piss somebody off just because you don't want to deal with their BS anymore. So watch what you say, be kind, because this overconfidence might hinder your process a little bit. You know, this is not the time to like make drastic changes. This is the time to chill, and exactly how you're feeling, just kind of let things be for a minute. And then in your support and your strength, you got the Star card, which is the best card. For me, I feel like this is like one of the best cards in this whole deck, because it's that card of hope, card of faith, kind of like a card of having brilliant ideas come to you, new rejuvenation come to you, just kind of like almost like being reborn in a way, like having total satisfying life, sense of well-being is definitely here. You're going to be confident in a really great way, like you haven't been confident in quite some time. Just remember, be kind to people around you, because you might be a little too confident here. Look at this, you got a Page of Wands here as well. Awesome. This is the possible outcome for this week, where you're gonna find some excitement and some sense of freedom in your life. So without even having to stir up some feathers with people around you or situations around you, you will be able to find excitement. You will be able to find joy. You will be able to find that satisfaction just by being you, just by doing you, and just by kind of trusting into the universe. Three out of three cards are major arcana cards, and the other three cards are the wands, which also makes me feel like this week is going to bring you an epiphany, that you truly have everything you need. For many of you, this is going to be a great epiphany realization that you are where you need to be in your journey, and you are moving towards the right direction, and the universe will help you navigate whether to go right or whether to go left when the time comes for it. And I love that. Yet you're not just going to sit on the couch. All this fire energy is here. You're not just going to sit and kind of allow the universe to do its thing, because the universe can't do a thing for anybody who just sits on the couch. You still have to go out there. You have to do things. You have to be active. You have to be involved for things to come to you. The universe will open doors for you and will create opportunities. It's up to you to be out there and to open those doors, to walk through those doors. And you will. And you will. There's a lot of fire here. You will. Just be kind to people. Be kind at what you say to people and how you say it to people. You know, as a Gemini, sometimes things are said. Yes, I know. And then you're like, well, I kind of didn't mean it like that. Oh boy, gosh. Listen, at least I'm having happy vibes. That's a good thing. So whatever's going to happen this week, you're going to feel happy. And I love it for you. I love it for me. Hope this reading helped, my friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. If you want an individualized reading, do visit my website, informedbytarot.com. And I hope you have a super great week, my friend. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17 to October 24. Let's see what does Cancer need to know for this upcoming week. You know what? I can't sing for the life of it, but I feel like I want to sing. So, my dear Cancer, let's see what the cards say. But before I put out the cards, I have a feeling that a lot of you are going to be in a very light type of energy. So this is the energy that represents you during this time frame, your subconscious drives and thoughts, current obstacles. I don't know how to pronounce things. And foundation, strengths, and resources for this week. Possible outcome, and this week has to do with the Page of Wands for you. So the whole week is going to be exciting. You're going to be seeking excitement. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel like a rock has been lifted off your shoulders. You're going to feel like singing. You will. For many of you, you will. Things have started picking up for you in the last few weeks, and I feel it that you're finally coming to this place of like, whew, you know, man, it's not that bad, you know, I got this. I'm good. Things are clearing up. Some of you might feel like, you know, you're still kind of trapped and you have to fight for that excitement to bring it into your life, but you'll get there. You'll definitely get there. So look at what the cards are saying for this week. Right now, you're kind of like in a Five of Wands energy, which kind of makes sense. You know, you want to fight for whatever you believe is right. Like, you want to fight for your happiness. You've been so fed up. Like, you've been so done with so many things. And you're finally like saying no. Saying no is a complete sentence. You're like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm like so fed up. Done, done, done. Right now is the time about Cancer. Let me chill. Let me hang out. Let me do me. Let me be free. Let me just enjoy my life a little bit. And you're taking a strong stance, and I love it. And your underpinning energy, that subconscious energy that's driving all of this, is this Page of Pentacles energy, which to me is always the energy of ambition, energy of kind of like understanding that I need a new cycle in life. Like, I need something new. I need something adventurous. But not only do I need something adventurous, it has to be satisfying as well. So you're just in that energy of, I need for new things to happen, and these new things better be good and nice to me, and I better enjoy them. Like, almost kind of like with that demanding attitude. And I love it because you deserve it. The only thing that you should be aware of is for this week, your obstacle is the Fool card. You know, Fool card has two very big connotations to it. On one side, the Fool energy is allowing us to step into the unknown, give us the sense of confidence to explore and do things that we wouldn't do otherwise. And I feel like for many of you, you might really feel like taking risks, really feel like engaging in very risky behaviors that you've never done before. You might want to go to a casino all of a sudden and you've never done it before, and instead of like putting $20 in a slot machine, all of a sudden you're gonna put in like $1,000 and you're gonna lose it all. Or, you know, hopefully not, but like there's a huge chance that you can lose a lot by just jumping into things on an impulse. The Fool's energy reminds us that it's great to start new things. It's great to be on new adventures. It's all good and wonderful and all of those things. However, you have to be cautious. You have to be cautious, and you have to be aware. Where are you stepping? You know, when you take that step forward, is there going to be land under your feet? Or are you just going to fall through? You know? So the universe is just reminding you, be really careful about what you do. Like, you don't have to join extreme sports to feel adventurous and, you know, free and valued and all those things. You don't need to gamble a lot of money. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. You know, like, what you can do is just take that time for yourself. And even if you curve out the time in your life for like a bath on every Saturday, that's already going to make you feel happier and more satisfied. If you're going to be able to curve out some time for yourself, instead of you picking up the kids, your partner picks up the kids like 2 times a week, picking up kids from school or sports or whatever, just having those half an hour a day might be enough for you to feel free, where you can call your friend, where you can go online, go on Facebook, whatever it is that you do. But I do feel like you're gonna find a way to create those spaces for you where you will feel more free, and where you're gonna be exercise a little bit of excitement in your life as well. Your strength is the Two of Pentacles card. You're really good about balancing. Like, you're really good about understanding what is right and what is not right. You're really good about prioritizing things as well. And that's why, even though you might want to act a certain way, I know for a fact that for most of you, you're not just going to jump into a silly adventure for the sake of being an adventure. You will think about it, and you will make the right decision that's balanced, that's, you know, not setting you back $10,000 for no reason. It's not jeopardizing your family situation. So you will do what's exciting to you, but it's not gonna be detrimental to your life. Possible outcome for this week is a Knight of Wands. Listen, cannot be any better. So the whole week is all about this Page of Wands energy, and through the week you're gonna be able to get into the Knight of Wands energy. So you're gonna move forward. You're gonna be able to take that step, that next step, where you will find a certain adventure. You will have enough action in your life. You'll figure out where to find it, how to make it happen. And what I do want to say is that Knight of Wands making me also feel like, as a knight, sometimes you need a little bit support of others, from others. So you just want to do things, you want to be active, and your friends, your family, like people who are close to you, can guide you in the right direction, where to put that energy into. So like, when you talk to your friends, see what activities they are engaged in. You might have a friend who plays tennis, and that idea might sound really good to you, and you might want to hop on with your friend and go try out like a tennis something. I don't know what tennis people do. I'm sorry. So you might tag along with a friend. It's going to be exciting. It's going to give you a sense of freedom away from like whatever responsibilities that have been like weighting you down and you've been having to fight to put aside. Or, you know, like a friend could say, I'm taking a baking class. And you're going to be like, oh, wow, you know, I can go and I can learn how to bake some pies. And that's going to be great for you. You might meet a bunch of great people there. It could be, maybe there's a weekly card game at somebody's house and you're going to be invited and you're going to enjoy it. And that's going to become like this good part of your life. Could be a gym class. You know, you can go check out a Zumba class and you might love it, and you might feel like, not only am I doing something fun, adventurous, and something really, really good for myself, it's going to make you feel even better. So there are definitely ways for you to figure out what to do to ignite that fire of yours, because you want your fire ignited for sure, my dear Cancer. And just be careful not to do anything too risky that might jeopardize you or your family or your loved ones. But I see a lot of potential here, a lot of possibilities, especially if you talk to your friends. Friends are always great resources to start up new activities and new adventures. I hope this reading helped, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And if you do want an individualized reading, you can always visit my website, informedbytarot.com. Have a super wonderful week, my Cancer. Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see where you are. Wow. I just got so sad all of a sudden. Let's see where you are energetically for this week of October 17th through October 24th. Am I Leo's thinking too much? I don't know. Let's see what the cards say, because I got like kind of sad and like almost a little slow, like paralyzed, mentally paralyzed. Let's see where you currently are energetically. Your subconscious drives and whatever makes you be you without you realizing. Obstacles for this week. Supports and resources for this week. Possible outcome. And let's see what this has to do with Three of Pentacles. So you've been working a lot with people, or trying to work with people into, you know, building something long-term and something very positive. You know, Three of Pentacles is this interesting card. Like, we need people to help us make the world a better place. Like, we live in a society. We're not like a person of one. Even if you're like a loner, even if you hate people, even if you do not want to be around people, at the end of the day, we are around people all the time. We need to see a doctor. We have to go to a doctor's office. We see a receptionist. We get to see a nurse. We get to see a doctor. That's already at least 3 people that you just seen just by going to a doctor's office. We have to go to stores. We got to buy stuff. Even if we buy stuff online, we have to, you know, open up a door for the UPS package or the Amazon package, whatever it is. Like, we are living in a society, and I really feel like it's going to be super highlighted for you how important it is to have a strong community and a strong sense of this positive working together with people around you in order to have some kind of happiness, because this is a very kind of collaborating teamwork card. Let's see where we are. Okay, that makes total sense. So you are in a Two of Pentacles energy. You're overwhelmed, my dear Leo. You're just overwhelmed. That's why, you know, when the Three of Pentacles came up and I was feeling like a little slow and sad, like, it makes total sense. Like, you have to work with people and you probably don't want to right now. You probably are a little fed up from doing too much, having to juggle too many things, having to just like kind of keep on doing. You kind of want to do you, like, you want to chill. And you feel like again and again and again, you have to put in again and again and again into this collaborative work with people around you, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whatever it is. It's okay to feel that way, you know, like sometimes we just don't want to do anything with anybody, and that's how you're going to feel this week. And all of this is going to be driven by this Eight of Swords energy, where you're like, you feel trapped, like you feel you have no other choice but you have to do stuff. You feel like, I just want to chill. I want to sit in the park and feed ducks. But here I am, where I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive up to work, listen to Bobby, Mason, and I don't know, Cheryl, about like whatever, how their day went, and I just can't tell them to stop speaking because that's not a polite thing to do, and we're co-workers, so we have to work together, and then we have to work on a project together, and I hate these people, and blah, 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 blah. Sorry if those are your names. I don't know why those names popped into my head. But like, I feel you. I feel how you do not want to deal with people. You do not want to deal with being fake nice. You do not want to deal with constantly having to put yourself out there, even though you're gonna have to do it over and over and over and over again this week. And the universe wants to tell you, like, right now, the collaborative work will be highlighted in every or in some areas of your life. Just kind of let it be for a second, because your obstacle here is the partnerships. Your obstacles here is having to be required to be connected with other people. Like, that's your obstacle. You're just not feeling it, and that's cool. You know, it's cool to not want to be connected with anybody, and just to kind of stay with you, with your own head, with your own thoughts, with your own feelings. Let your body rest, let your mind rest. Because that's how many of you are going to be feeling this week. It's not about everybody else this week. You're going to want to make it about you this week, even though collaboration is over there all the time. However, the benefit, like the strength that you have, the resource that you have, is being represented by the Chariot card, which tells me that, you know, even though you might feel any type of way this week, just take the leadership role. If you are able to take a leadership position this week, it's gonna go a lot smoother for you. You know, people might give you crazy suggestions and tell you to go here and to go there. Just kind of like make your own decision, make your executive decisions in every area that you're capable of making that decision in. Obviously, if you're like a neurosurgeon, then, you know, like, I don't even know if that's a good example, but like if you are assisting a neurosurgeon, for example, like you can't just like go up and like cut up somebody's brain the way you want to. You probably should listen to the neurosurgeon in this situation. But however, if this is like a family situation and those are like minor things, take a lead role. And be the person to, you know, decide what kind of groceries to buy and like what's for dinner. Be the person to decide like what new cat food to buy, or what vet to go to, like what after school activities kids should be driven to that specific week. Just like take those initiatives and be a leader within your situation. If it comes to work and you're able to work with whatever people I mentioned before, if you could take the leadership role and tell them what to do, then it's definitely going to make you feel a lot better, and at least it's not going to weight you down by like the unnecessary BS conversations that usually come with those conversations. And look at that, you're going to come on top this week. The overall possible energy for this week is the Knight of Pentacles. That's the outcome, possible outcome here. And you know, with efficiency, hard work, and responsibility, you will get through this week in the best way possible. Don't forget your responsibilities for sure. Do adhere to your responsibilities the best way that you can, because that's what you're going to have to do this week. You know, even though you're going to want to play hooky many times because you just don't want to deal with people, doesn't mean that you should just walk away from everything, you know. And by working hard, by persevering, you will feel accomplished by the end of the week, and you will feel very much relieved. Yeah. I wonder what this Eight of Swords energy is all about for you guys. Like, why? What's that BS energy underneath it all? I don't know. It's up to you to figure it out, my friend. I hope this reading helped. Please like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. This was a general reading, so if you do want an individualized reading, you can always visit my website, informedbytarot.com. Otherwise, have a super wonderful week, my dear Leo. You will get through it, I promise. And I'll see you again next week. Bye. Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. Ooh, okay, so the cards already want to jump up, so let's take them. This is going to be the energy your energy right now at this time frame, the subconscious drives that make you act and do things in a way that you don't, realize. Current obstacles for this time frame, current foundation support and resources for this time frame, and possible outcome. Let's see what the overall theme of the week is. The Eight of Cups. So I had to restart your reading, my dear Virgo, because I felt like such an energy of withdrawal come over me. It was very much like almost like nothing matters type of energy. Like you just want to be calm and steady and not deal with anything. And then I get this Eight of Cups card that just came up, which tells me that you have been disassociating with yourself from the world, or at least disassociating yourself from like different disillusionments that this world has to give, or has for us. So for many of you guys, you've been walking away from relationships that are not true to you. You've been walking away from people who are not true to you. You've been also reverting into yourself for whatever reasons. Maybe you're dealing with certain things that you do not want to share with others because you don't feel like others are able to provide the support that you need to you. Therefore, you're seeking that within yourself. So you're definitely walking away from the situation or from the situations in a way that like makes you withdraw from the world around you for whatever reason. And look at this. Your current energies are being represented by the Devil card, telling me that something is trapping you. Something is trapping you into this belief system that you need to walk away. So you may have had certain beliefs from your past, from your childhood, that make you think that nobody cares about you. Or you might literally be withdrawn from the world because you have some kind of an addiction, and that's what's keeping you away from the people around you. Like, what's the first sign of somebody having an addiction? If you are too preoccupied with the act, whatever the addiction is, whether it's gambling, whether it's drugs, whether it's gaming, like whatever it is, once you do not want to participate in normal daily activities anymore, like once you don't want to see your friends anymore, once you don't want to do like the normal regular things that you used to do, that's how you know it's controlling your life. It's trapping you. So this could be a literal addiction that's trapping you and keeping you away from joy and keeping you away from the world and kind of making you really, really withdrawn. Or this could be this belief that you have to be withdrawn because whatever is it that you're going through, nobody else is going to understand, which is not necessarily true, and you know it. You have the Ten of Cups energy as your subconscious energy telling me that you do know what this inner happiness is. You do know what is it that's going to make you happy. And it's not this. It's not whatever you're doing right now. It's definitely inside there somewhere, and you know exactly what it is, but for some reason you cannot tap into it. Instead, this devil energy just kind of overpowers that, and it's trapping you into some kind of a vicious cycle that's keeping you away from this Ten of Cups energy. That's the energy of happiness, fulfillment, and joy. Right now is not the time to sit there and like wait around. The Three of Wands is in this obstacle energy for you. So it's not the time to wait around until things change in some type of way. This is not the time to kind of like looking ahead and hoping for something to happen. This is the time, Seven of Pentacles, your strength to work hard on figuring out what is it that makes you walk away. What is it that makes you withdraw? What is it that makes you so unhappy? What is it that prevents you from tapping you into the happiness? See the possible outcome for this week. Ooh, Three of Cups. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So once you're going to realize that you are just trapping yourself in your own mind, you will be able to let it go. And once you're going to be able to let it go, you're going to be able to enjoy the company of other people, enjoy the friendships that you have, the community that you have. Just be happy. Hey, be happy within your situation. Be happy within yourself. But unless you work hard on figuring out what is it that you need to let go of, what is it that you need to work on, you're going to continue withdrawing. And you're going to continue allowing this devil energy to overcome you and making you and trapping you into separating you from the joy that you deserve. Overall, beautiful cards. I do see the strength in you and your ability to recognize what is it that's bugging you, what is it that's holding you back. So you do have to, you don't have to do anything really, but being patient and being inactive right now is not going to help you. But if you do work on yourself, you can definitely get ahead. That's all I got for you, my dear Virgo. I hope this helped. Please like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. Also, if you would like an individualized reading, do contact me via informedbytarot.com. And have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy birthday to my Libras. This is your energetic check-in from October 17 to October 24. Let's see what we got here, my friend. Where are you now energetically? Your subconscious drives that make you act in ways that you do without you even realizing. Your obstacles for this time frame, supports, foundations, resources that you have available to you. This is the possible outcome for this week. And let's see the energy that this week is going to be all about. So the overall theme is the Hierophant card. I feel like this has been like a theme in your life for the last couple of weeks, maybe even like a month or so, where you are challenging what is it that is moral, what is it that is ethical according to you, and what is it that you've been taught was moral and ethical according to the societal rules. So the Hierophant demonstrates this, all the traditions that we have, all of the different, like societal rituals that we have, everything that is defined as being right and being wrong is represented by the Hierophant card. So it's going to be highlighted for you again, and you're going to have to go into yourself again to evaluate the moral code, your moral compass versus the whatever our society tells us the moral action is as it pertains to all the different situations. Yeah, look at this. And you're currently being in this Hermit energy, which tells me that you keep on going into yourself to figure out that inner truth and the inner, like finding that inner guidance. What is it that you believe is the right thing to do without getting the societal norms as an interference with your thoughts? I hope it makes sense, because I feel the energy very strongly where you really trying to search it out. What is true for me, Libra? What is it that matters the most for me, Libra? What do I think is important for me, Libra? Did I say that already? What do I believe is the right thing to do? And for some reason, underneath it all, you're a little bit insecure in your thought process. It's almost like you keep on coming back to this topic of debating the ethics and debating the norms, debating this like traditional beliefs, because you almost don't trust your own belief system. You do not trust your own moral compass. You don't believe fully that whatever you think is right is actually right. And in the obstacles right now is you probably will not have a breakthrough this upcoming week, unfortunately. Like, but definitely, like you're still on this journey, and this journey is not going to finish this week. You're going to continue exploring this topic for some time to come. And that's a cool thing. Like, at least you are getting into your brain, and at least you're evaluating all these things, like what is right, what is wrong, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. Like, and it could be in any area of your life. Like, it could go as like at work, like how it's really frowned upon in the United States to take any days off. Like, you've been sick as a dog, and if you take like 2 days off, all of a sudden it's frowned upon. Like the whole company is going to collapse because you're missing for 2 days. Well, if the whole company is collapsing because one person is missing for 2 days, there are other issues, right? And you understand it and you believe in it. However, you might be in this work situation where anytime you take a day off, like, people look at you funny, or your boss might make like a sly comment that's really not called for. Like, oh, where were you, Libra? Like, did you have a good time? Like, no, I was home with a fever. Whatever it is, this could also pertain to relationships, like especially like family relationships. Like how often should you call your mother? Like, that's a thing. Like, in our society, you should be calling your mother frequently, because it's believed that the mother burst you, they gave you life, so now you're kind of like obligated to call them all the time. Whether it's true or not is, as every relationship is very different. Some parents deserve to be called every day, some parents do not. So it's up to you to make the discernment, like what is right for you, what is not right for you. In relationships, the same thing. You could be, like, you might want to go hang out with your friends, and your partner might not like that. So there you go. That's going to be a confrontation of the traditions, confrontation of societal norms. Like, you're going to sit there and you're going to tell your partner, no, wait a second, like, that's not cool. Like, I need to do me. Like, I can't just be with you all the time. I am a me person. Like, I'm a person. I need my needs. I need to meet my needs, as well. So there could be a lot of those thoughts, a lot of those type of conversations, and keep having them, because eventually you're going to work it out. And look at this, like, hope is in the star card is in your strength and resources. So to me, it's like your hope that you really are very hopeful, and you're very what's the word I'm looking for? Ethically right person. Like, whatever you think is ethical is probably truly is ethical to do. Like, whatever you believe in is probably the right thing to believe. Like, I don't feel like many of you are scumbags. I feel like a lot of you are genuinely good people who have genuine good motivations, And you need to believe in that as well. Like, you are genuinely kind, genuinely smart, genuinely, faithful, hopeful, all of those great things. And that's why this 5 of Pentacles here just shows me that a little bit of insecurity that you have continues to push you into this exploration of what is right and what is wrong, because you don't fully trust yourself here. Let's see the outcome for this week. Death. Woohoo! Yay! Woohoo! We want to see death as an outcome because we want that change. We want that change. And you have a huge potential to kind of wrap up this cycle. Even if it's not going to happen fully this week, as I said, at least you're going to be able to move to the next step. Maybe you're going to be able to acknowledge at least a piece of this puzzle that, you know what? Maybe because I'm insecure or I have insecurity in this specific area, that's why I keep on coming back to it. and maybe I have to like work it through and move forward. Whatever it's going to be, whatever epiphany you're going to have, it's going to be an epiphany that's going to allow you to let go of these moral obligations imposed by the society, and it will allow you to move forward, to start a new beginning, to look through at life through a new perspective, through this newfound perspective. Look at this spread. We got the Hermit, we got the Death card, we got the Star, we got the Hierophant. We have 4 out of 6 cards are the major arcana cards. So even if this is not going to wrap up this week, it tells me that this week will be a fundamental week in your journey. It's definitely going to put you a step closer to finding your peace, to finding your truth, for sure. Love the energy, my dear Libra. This is a great, great week for you to come. I hope this reading has helped. Please like the video and click subscribe. And if you would like an individualized reading, you can always visit my website, informedbytarot.com. And have a super great week, my friend. Hello, my dear Scorpio. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. Let's see, where are you currently energetically? What are the subconscious drives that make you act in ways that you don't even realize? The obstacles, strength and resources for this week, possible outcome, and let's see what the overall theme for this week is. Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. So hard work is on your mind. You've been working hard for sure. For many of you, you've been working hard in different areas of your life. Could have been at work, could be in a relationship, could be just like maintaining your daily activities, and you've been putting a lot of effort into it. Whether you want to or not, I don't know. However, it feels to me that you've been putting in a lot of effort into bettering your life. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting here. Awesome energies here, my dear friend. Really awesome energy, Scorpio. So you are in this 3 of Cups energy. You want to celebrate, you want to enjoy life, you want to enjoy your friends, you want to enjoy your community, you want to be happy around people. And I have a feeling that many of you have been working hard in order to establish either a calendar that helps you write in all of these fun activities and fun opportunities to hang out with friends. B, for some of you, you've been working hard into like overcoming certain anxieties, certain like social anxieties, to be able to enjoy people. Or it could even be C, like finding ways of how to mingle and create communities, connections with other people. So some of you have joined clubs, some of you have joined, like made new friends, some of you may have started like some kind of like fun classes, like a baking class. I've been thinking about baking all day today. Or like a cooking class, you know, like somewhere where you can meet people and enjoy them, and you like that, and you've created opportunities for it, and you've made the time for it. Underneath it all, you just really want to be enjoy your success, you know. You want to be, you got the 6 of Wands energy as the energy that's driving you. All you want is to be acknowledged by others that you are doing whatever you need to do, and that you are a great person, that you work a lot, you put in a lot, that you are worthy of something, and that's driving you to be a better version of you, actually. This desire to be acknowledged by others. So right now your obstacle is the Judgment card. Judgment card can be associated with some kind of a time of reflection, like awakening and rebirth. You're not there yet right now. Like there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Like whichever way you're going in the right direction. As long as you're taking care of yourself, as long as you're taking care of your emotional well-being, as long as you're following your passions and creating space for your friends, community, communication with others, even if you have a crazy social anxiety, even if you're a total loner. If like now with this time frame, if you're going to get out of your shell a little bit and allow other people in, you will have a great time. For many of you right now, the strength is the Ten of Pentacles, where you have a lot of resources. And I'm not only talking about money, I'm talking about energy. You know, like sometimes you can have one thing scheduled the whole week and you can barely make it to it. You will feel energized. You will feel like you want to do stuff. You will feel like you're able to go and do things after working a full day. You'll be able to go enjoy time with your friends, activities, like whatever it is. You have those resources. And if some of those activities require money, for most of you, you will even have monetary, what is the word, like the actual physical resource, like money, to pay for those activities. So if you started up like at a gym class, gym studio, where you have to pay for each class, you will have the money for it. Or you'll figure out how to pay for it, for sure. Let's see the possible outcome for this week. Ooh, can it get any better, my friend? Can it get any better, Scorpio? No, it cannot. Well, you got the Wheel of Fortune here, telling me that the good luck is on your side. And by taking care of yourself, taking care of your needs, socializing, hanging out with people, learning new things, creating space for new activities, you are bettering yourself in a way that's changing your whole cycle of life. You know, like you're kind of opening up a new chapter into something brand new, something that's more exciting, something that's a lot more emotionally satisfying, something that's going to acknowledge you in the eyes of your peers, your family, your friends. So continue working at it, my dear Scorpio, because whatever it is that you're putting your effort into will pay off for sure. And you will definitely see the glimpses of payout this upcoming week. I love this week for you. Really, really, really do. The energy is kind, the energy is nice, the energy is easy. So whatever you're doing this week should feel easy for many of you guys. I love it. Absolutely love it. Hope this reading helped. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And if you would like an individualized reading, visit my website, informedbytarot.com. Okay, my friend, have a great, great week. Hello, my friend Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of October 17th through October 24th. Let's see where you are right now, my dear Sagittarius. And just shuffle the cards a little more. Feel very peaceful. Feel very calm. Very sleepy as well. So for some of you, this is going to be a much more relaxing week, much easier week. Okay, the cards don't want me to shuffle anymore. Let's see what the cards say. So this is the energy that's going to represent you for this time frame. Your subconscious thoughts that drive your actions in a way that you don't even realize. Obstacles for this week. Supports and resources for this week. Outcome that's possible for this upcoming week. And let's see the overall theme of this reading. The Moon card. So there's been a little bit of confusion in your life. Like the Moon card is a very confusing card to me. Like this card is kind of like the second you see clarity, something else comes up that murks it up. For example, like the second you get like, I keep on moving my head out of my mic, sorry. The second you might come to a conclusion or like come to a consensus with a friend, with a partner, with like business associate, a new piece of information gets thrown into it where whatever plan you've had established, whatever consensus you came into, no longer makes any sense. So now you have to kind of go back and redo the whole thing, rehab those conversations, reevaluate whatever is in front of you. So like the moon card is creating this, is kind of like a period of fluctuation and change. It doesn't mean that it's bad, not at all. It just means that it could be a little bit unclear at times. And a lot of it could also be brought out by certain fears from the childhood. Kind of like having that fear of the dark, fear of the not knowing. And then all of a sudden, you know, when you feel like you don't know, you might act in a very defensive manner. But holy bananas, my dear Sag. Look. Look at this. Look at these cards. I mean, come on. You're currently in this Wheel of Fortune vibe. The subconscious energy is represented by the High Priestess. So you are definitely in a new cycle of life. And you're definitely in the process of leaving all this old behind and moving into something better, moving into something new, moving into something calm. Because I feel like a lot of you have not felt a sense of calm and a sense of peace and a sense of sleepiness, like that restful sleepiness, in a long, long time. All you've been seeing is the murkiness. And I have a feeling that this week, for a lot of you, this murky water, this period of fluctuation will finally move out of your way and will finally allow for this process, will finally allow for the progress, will finally allow you to move forward. And you have a very strong intuition. You have a strong subconscious universe in there where your inner voice provides you with a lot of guidance. It provides you with a lot of, like that discernment, discretion. Like, you know what you need to be doing, you know what you should not be doing. So continue trusting that intuition, because it's really well developed in many of you, and it really helps you avoid this confusion that's being brought on by this upcoming week. Because even when things change, you still know which way to go. And for some of you, you could even probably predict what is it that's going to change and what are the possible shifts that you might need to make in order for this thing to work out. The only thing is that the obstacle for this week is the Empress energy. It tells me that whatever problems you might have, they might not be fully solved this week, and you should kind of anticipate not something that's not going to be completely solved. Like, you might rely on a conversation with a colleague to turn a certain way to kind of finish something out. But however, as I said before, because of this moon vibe, you might need to revisit it again. So if you think the problem is fully solved, it might not be. Don't be surprised if it resurfaces again. It's just the way this, the vibes of the week are. However, you are in a King of Wands energy. That's your strength. That's your resource. You are able to see the big picture. You are able to overcome these little challenges that are being thrown your way, because you're able to adjust to whatever little misunderstandings, little wrenches being thrown in your wheels are. I don't know where I was going with this. Like, you're able to overcome all these things because in the end of the day, Sag, you are a leader. You are able to see the big picture. You're able to know in which direction to go. You're also full of fire, passion, and energy. You'll overcome anything that comes your way this way. This week, beautiful possible outcome is the Ace of Cups. This new feeling is gonna come. This newfound calmness This newfound happiness is going to come and is going to be here to stay. As the week progresses, you will realize that those little hiccups on the road, little unclarity, is going to slowly get clarified. And even if it's not, it doesn't matter. You will realize that you're able to kind of distinguish all these fires. Extinguish, is that the word? Distinguish is not extinguish. Extinguish all the little fires that come up, and they're not going to hinder your process at all. However, you will feel calmer. You will feel more relaxed. Really like this energy. I want to stay here in your energy forever. Really good week. Really a life-changing week. This is one of those weeks that will change your perspective, change your attitude for significantly better, for significantly calmer. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the major arcana cards here. Beautiful. Major arcana cards always indicate a change, you know, some kind of a change in our lives for the better. All the cards are extremely positive, extremely beautiful. I really love this reading for you, and I love this week for you. I hope this helped. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and visit my website informedbytarot.com for an individualized reading. Have a super wonderful week, my friend.